At the 2024 Masters of Marketing, you took the stage and really captured the imagination of the crowd. And I'd love to read a quote from your time at Masters. The core issue with work life balance and burnout is that the relationship with work is not what it needs to be. I know we touched on that, but I would love for you to just unpack that and where you see that relationship sweet spot being.
Yeah, so the study focused on fulfillment, which is how you spend the hours of your day at work. And by consequence, if you're spending the hours of the day at work effectively, productively, and meaningfully, you are going to have a better work-life balance. That's what the studies said. So what we found out is that what do we need to do to ensure that as workers we have a more fulfilling experience? Number one is providing our employees with a deeper sense of community. And what that means is not
Mm.
picnics and drinks and dinners. It means creating environment where people working together can connect successfully to achieve their goals. Whether you're in the office or whether you're at home or whether you're traveling in a cafe, you're getting together with people, you can connect seamlessly, you have a great experience in that meeting. That creates the sense of community that we're talking about. Number
Mm.
two is balance, but balance, not work life balance, is what we were talking about. The balance between busy work, which is, as I mentioned before, 50% of the time, versus meaningful work. If we're able to increase that number significantly, we will have a more productive, more fulfilled, happier workforce. And then the third, which as you know, as workers, as employees, we divide time between the time that we need to spend in community, in other words, working with others to solve meaningful problems, and the time that we need to work by ourselves. The study told us that people thrive, are eager for more moments of focus and what they call flow, which is where you're able to eliminate the noise, get lost in the task at hand, and really lose sense of time, where work actually doesn't feel like work. um, those three dimensions, community, balance, and flow, are enabled by the right technology. If your office room, home office, or even communication computer device is able to connect the right way so that you can have the right type of meeting, you're going to feel better. If your technology enables you to actually delegate to an agent all the stuff that you don't want to do so that you can become more creative, more innovative, be able to solve more meaningful problems, you are going to have a higher degree of fulfillment. And then in those times where I want to be alone thinking about stuff, I have the right tool to be able to connect with the right data pieces, whether it is at the edge in the computer or at the cloud. All that is going to give you a higher level of fulfillment. And then, as I mentioned before, every single number related to generative AI as a tool is a significant improvement in the balance, in the flow, and even in the community angle of it. The fact that I'll give you the example of my doctor in San Francisco, high tech guy and all that. He said, Antonio,
Mhm.
I became a doctor because I wanted to spend time with patients. Then I started the practice and I spent so much time on administrative stuff that the amount of
Mhm.
time that I spent with you, Antonio, in this particular case, is not more than 10 to 15 minutes. He said, the moment that I am able to get rid of all those administrative stuff, I can spend 20 to 30 minutes with you. I can give you better care. And I, as a doctor, am significantly more fulfilled. That's my doctor's experience. That's the same type of feedback that we're getting from employees all over the world related to the work. The more time that I can spend with you creating ideas and innovations that will drive growth, the more fulfilled I am.
I absolutely love that because it's an unconventional, or at least when you hear like conversations in the industry, it's all about, well, flexibility and maybe less work and just the ability to go do your thing. It doesn't really zoom in on the day to day itself. And the flow state really speaks to me when, you don't have to code switch 4 times in a morning. You're just going to get a lot more done and feel a lot more productive. So I absolutely love that.